Welcome to my first mod review on FS22 with me, Mr. Sealy P. Okay then, now the thumbnail does say first new mod review. Now these aren't necessarily what you would consider the first new mods, but this is my first mod review on the new platform on FS22. A few things I want to clear up. Well, not clear up, but explain. I've had a lot of people asking me. Obviously, there were a lot of issues. There have been issues since release. North American customers didn't get the release version on release. They got the pre-release version, which needed an update, which took a while to come through. A lot of people saying they couldn't access, they couldn't get mods. There was all sorts of things they couldn't get. There were things missing on the menus and that kind of thing. That, as far as I'm aware, has been sorted. So as far as mods go, downloadable content is the new mod hub. It's still the mod hub because when you get to here, it says mod hub. All you have to really think about now is rather than the menus here, L1 and R1, going up and down the menus, these used to go across the top. That's all. All of those down the side used to run across the top, but each one is exactly the same. You've got the mod hub overall. You've then got what you've got installed. Then we go for all the other ones. I used to really use that one, and I would go to the other end and go to latest. Because for me, latest was the daily stuff. Anything that got released daily would be under latest. So looking at that, the mods that came out from Giants, if we go across, we've got the Class Dominator, the Case, the Fiat 1300, Strautmann, Vaderstat, and the New Holland. I'm not reviewing those because those we've had in FS19, they're fairly standard as such, and they came straight out from Giants. People have argued, as they did when FS19 came out, why weren't they included in the base game? If they were ready the day or so after release, they should have been in the base game. There is some argument to that. I get that. What I am going to be looking at very quickly is the government subsidy sides. I have mentioned them already. Biorealismus modding, and then we got on Friday the 26th. This is being posted Saturday morning, I think. We've got the Reich trailers by Vertex Design. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. So this is where you find them. You click on them like you used to with anything else. If I go down to the Strautmann, click on it, it has the information you want there, and just click install. Once installed, I mean, that in essence is the mod tab. Oh yeah, don't forget, L3 is the same as it was before. I've got show all mods down the bottom. If I click L3, and then it's got show crossplay mods. So if you're on console anyway, all the mods you've got are crossplay. So yeah, that's an odd one to have on console, but I suppose it's across the whole mod hub. So we come out, we go up to our one. I think I'm using that one. And then when you get to this screen, this is the one we had before where you can select or deselect mods for any map you're on. So if you've skipped through this by accident and you haven't highlighted something, that could be another reason why you can't find certain mods. If you're looking for them, that might be why. You haven't got them selected here in this bit. I don't want to do anything to change that, so we'll start the map up. Now, as I said, I have spoken about the government subsidy signs in a couple of my videos as we've kind of gone through. I think I did it on one of my streams, maybe. I can't remember now. What surprised me with these when these came out on FS19 was how 2 years, even late 3 years into the game, I still had people messaging me asking me, does the multiplayer money cheat still work? Well, yes, it does, but once these got released on FS19, you didn't really need that anymore. And I don't think a lot of people were aware these existed, especially later on in the game when they're mixed in with thousands of other mods in all different categories. But this has had a change. So we haven't just got the government subsidy side now, we've got the subsidised by local municipality. So one will pay out 350,000 per hour per sign. The other one pays out 350. So 350,000, 350. So if you want to go for kind of a local, it might be you're getting paid for rental of a field or someone owes you some money or whatever it might be, however you want to go about it. That one, 350. Now, on FS19, it was 100,000 on normal. Was it 120,000 on easy? I can't remember now. I only ever played on normal, really. I didn't ever use these on anything else, or this on anything else. So I can place 30 of those. However many I want to place, skip through an hour, and your money goes up. So if you do want to just buy some stuff and just play the game and have a bit of fun, you can use them. I used them a lot when I was doing Let's Plays and storylines, and I needed to put stuff in and take stuff out and that kind of stuff. They worked really, really well. So just so you're aware, they're there. Now, the other thing was, people were asking me, well, that's great, but where'd you find them? Quick access into the build mode. On PlayStation, it's L1 and touchpad, whatever your option is on your controller you're using. If we go across to production, and we go down to generators, because they are generating income, and we go to the end there, as it says, 350,000, 350 per hour. Now, I have checked all three modes. I've checked on easy economy, normal and hard, and the game modes, new farmer, farm manager and start from scratch. That doesn't change. It's 350,000, 350 on all of them, as far as I've found. And I've done that by going into a map, checking it, saving the game, coming out, coming back in, changing it, saving it, coming out, coming back in. Because people said to me, oh, well, it will change once you save the game and come out and come back. I tried all of those, 350,000, 350. There you go. By Realismus Modding. Right, so on to the Reich trailers we got. These are by Vertex Design. We're going to start with this one here. I tell you what I'm really frustrated with, and I hate to say it, and I'm really baffled, especially for doing Let's Plays and for doing map tours and mod reviews. The lighting. I'm not raving. I spent ages trying to get a decent thumbnail and trying to get a nice angle where the light was right, and I'm finding the shadows are a little bit too dark, and it's yeah, I'm struggling a little bit. Anyway, I need to work on that. Anyway, you don't need to know that. I'm just saying. So on the end here, we have got the Reich RTWK 200 AS700. Yes, it's a mouthful. This is 6 slots. 15.77 megabytes download. I'm still going to do the slots. Someone did say to me the other day, when you do your mod reviews now, there's no point in talking about slots, is there? Because we've got 5,155 available on PS5 and 2,700, and it's not relevant anymore. Of course it is still relevant. People still want to know what the slot counts are and what the megabyte downloads are. Really nice looking tray. I mean, all of these, the Vertex Design stuff like Agrotechnic, Nordife, I've said loads of Simulagri modding, 4D modding. There's so many modders out there that put out really top quality stuff. Really nicely made, nice look to them. I say the light just needs to be. I've skipped through. I've tried different months. I've tried different times of day. It just doesn't seem to be quite. I might have to change maps for doing my map tours to get a better light, maybe. So, where will we find it? So this is where you're going to find your mods on PlayStation. It's the options button. No, it's not. It's the touchpad that's not going to help you. It's the touchpad. Then L1 and R1. We go up and down. I've got our vehicles, got our tools. We want this. This is tools. Let's go across our trailers. And it's the one on the end there. The RTWK 200 AS 700. Now, it's a lot of information there. It starts off at 6 slots. That drops down to 1. We can change a few things on this. If we look over to the right, at the moment it's got the extension on, which adds 4,250. You can have it standard, like that, which is 25,000 litres. Or we can have it with the extension, which brings it to 38,300 litres. Very nice. We've got Wilbrand, BKT, and Vederstein, Trelleborg, Michelin, back to BKT. Now, this is something new and something worth pointing out. If you look at the BKT option on the right, now go and look at the left. At the moment, that's saying it's 7.5 tonne is what that will carry. That's the weight limit of that thing. And weight plays a big part in the game now. If you overload things, there's too much weight for the vehicle that's pulling it, that kind of thing. It will bog them down, it struggles to pull, that kind of thing. If I go across one to Vederstein, it goes from 7.5 tonne to 7.7 tonne. So changing the tyres means I can carry more weight, because that's gone from a Ride Max to a flotation track tyre. So that's going to be more relevant now. Tyre choices. Under the BKTs, we've got standards and we've got wides. And again, that changes from a 7.5 tonne to a 7.6 tonne ride capacity. The Vedersteins, we've got standards and wides. And that one goes 7.7 to 7.8. Trelleborg, we've just got wides at 7.6. Michelin, we've got wides at 7.6, and it says high flotation, but the weight we can carry doesn't change, stays at 7.6. back to BKT. Then we've got design red. This is for the Reich logo on the side, red or black. Now that becomes more relevant if you change the color of the actual trailer. So I go down to main color and we change it to say red, for example. If we have it red on red, you won't see the logo, so you can change the logo. And then we've got a grey option there as well. I'll put that back on green. And then license plates. Again, people have been asking me about the license plate. It's not working properly. And there will be people out there who will say, oh, it works fine on mine. If you're using a mouse or something, maybe it is working fine on PlayStation 5, at least what I'm finding. If we have it on type 1 as it is here, I can go through, well, I can't go through. You can't see it. I'm going left and right and now I've lost the thing. Let's change it. We're on W. How did I even get to W? I was on the, are we just stuck on W now? What, how? I'm not sure what is happening here. This is what I was going to show you. And now we've come off the numbers. It this is, oh dear. If I go to type 2, you watch it work now. No. On type 2, you can go through and do the letters, but it won't let me access the numbers or any of the exclamation. You can't put an and in. I was looking to do dashes and stuff like that. It won't let me. You can do no plate, front, back, or back only. We can go on there. We can change the color of the actual letters or numbers, but for some reason I can't. It's just not working properly. I'm assuming there will be an update at some point fairly soon as well anyway, because there's a few other bits and bobs here and there. So that's the options on that one. With a few options changed there, we're up to 50,250 for a 38,300 litre trailer. And as it says there, that will hold all of those crop types. It does look like it's got silage size, but it does say it will hold everything. We'll show it tipping, of course we will. I think we might have an option, I'm just trying to think now, for the front cage. And obviously this one's going to probably be a little bit longer than it would normally be. I'm going to put that on. Have we got the option to change it? No, I thought we could move that front, the front mesh. No, I haven't got an option there, so... anyway, we have got tip side back, or tip side grain door. If I unload now, it just does that. There we go. And then if we change that again to tip side back, it's the sounds. Very nice indeed. So that's the first one. The RTWK 200 AS700. Let's disconnect that. I'm loving that as well now. The animation for the 3-point link raising and lowering to attach to things. Right. So the next one we have got is the Reich Agrimax 1060 plus RSDY 14. This is 30.68 slots to download. It's this combination here. We have got 8 slots for the trailer, 3 slots for the dolly, so you can use it with a semi-trailer, a lorry. You can use it with a lorry, or you can put the dolly on and you can pull it with a normal tractor trailer combo. Again, very nicely detailed. Nice capacity on this as well. Nice detailing on this. Axle raises and lowers too. We do have a rear grain door on this one as well. And a few options to have a look at. So, back to trailers. So, the Agrimax 1060, 69,500 for the base model. Takes all of those crop types down the bottom. We've got the option of BKTs or Vadersteins. That's only 2 options. But again, with the BKTs on standard, 8.1 ton, and there's an option to change that. On the Vadersteins, 8.3 ton, but it doesn't change after that. Flotation Pro, Flotation Track, 8.3. So we've got 8.1 ton or 8.3 ton, depending on the tyre choice on those. Type new or old, that's the logo on the side. You can have the old Reich logo or the new Reich logo on the side. Just zoom in a little bit. Cover, yes or no. You can take it off completely. If you don't want a cover on there, you don't have to have a cover. That's entirely your option. Then we can change the main colour to an older green, a black, or a grey. This will be the same as I did my mod reviews in FS19, in that when we get to mods where there are loads of colour options, I'm not going to go through every single option. It'll just be like, this is the colour palette kind of thing. But we haven't got many options on this one, so we'll have a quick look through. Design colour, that will change the cover colour if you have the cover on. So that's that one. So it does the same thing. License plate, there is an option for it if you want it. So we come out of there, and if we come out of the trailers and then we go to where are we? Dollies. Under dollies, we've got the Reich RSDY14, 14,500, 3.3 ton load capacity. Ooh, that's an odd one, because obviously the trailer on the back's more than that. I suppose it depends what you're going to be putting on it. Slot count comes down from 3 to 1. Options, BKTs or Vadersteins. Again, under the Vaderstein, we've got standard or Flotation Pro. Left-hand side, some tyres are options, it does say, some it doesn't. So we're on the right where it says standard, on the left it says Flotation Track. On the right, if I change it to standard 2, it then says Flotation Pro. So you're getting that kind of both the wheel setup and then what those tyres are actually called, kind of either side of the screen. Those are your options there. We'll do it with the tractor. I did bring out a lorry, but you know how a lorry hooks up. It's, you know, it comes as the lorry dolly combo. So there we go. Let's drive around. It's a big old trailer. Oh, did I even say the capacity, did I? You muppet. Right, stop it there a second. Sorry, 57,200 litres. I should have said, I was looking at all the other options and completely forgot to mention that. Yeah, 57,200 litres is the capacity. So, L1 and X raises and lowers the third axle. Nice smooth animation on there. Cover, L1 and left on the D-pad, on or off. Then on the back, we've got tip side back, or we've got tip side grain door. You do notice to get the little bit of it opens the back and tips it just a little bit. I want to say just a little bit. This has got an absolutely bonkers height on it. Look. So this will be one of those trailers that if you've got a low building and you're feeding animals or something, this is not going to be the trailer you're going to be want to using. But for bulk transport of goods, absolutely perfect. We want to. Oh, sorry, go back down again. But again, nice smooth animation. So what I've noticed we're not getting on the Giants ones, you get that every time it goes down a piston section, you get that clong, clong, clong as it goes down. You're getting it at the bottom, but not necessarily as you know. And then we've got tip side back. Does the whole thing. Goes up to the same height again, but the whole back opens. Like so. Very nice indeed. Right, Agrimax 1060 plus RSDY 14. Next we want. So now we've got the Reich Pack. All these by Vertex Design. The Reich Pack is 41.39 megabytes download. It does come with a few different options. We have got the RT160, the RD180, and the RD240. The RT, which I'm just hooking up to now, is a fixed drawbar. We've then got swivel front on both of these ones. So the RT160, the RD180 and the RD240. This is just the larger brother of this one, but we're going to look at all the options. This one, as you can see, can be used as an animal transporter. You can have it in bale configuration, animal transporter, a couple of grain sizes, bale transporter with sides down. There's a few different options. I have found this has got really nice animation. I couldn't get this to load animals from the livestock market. Might have been me, I might have been in the wrong position, but the dialogue box was working. Maybe it wasn't as far in as it needed to be. So I ended up placing a pasture, buying some animals directly in, and then I could take them out of the pasture and it worked fine. But weirdly, it makes them really, really small. Like that. In the field, they're massive. Put them into the trailer, and then all of a sudden they become these like little mini pygmy cows. It's a bit peculiar. I'll show you the options on all of them, and then we'll have a look at them. Covers and the unloading stuff, grain doors. I must say it's nothing new, but it's the first mods, isn't it? It's exciting times. So the Reich RT160 starts at 5 slots. Comes down to 1. In its animal configuration, it will do 4 cows, 5 pigs, 6 sheep or 3 horses. We can have it in capacity at 16,000 litres, 23,000 litres, animal transport, which changes the back and puts the ramp on there, like so. We can have its bale trailer with the sides, or back to that. The bale trailer has straps if you go for the bale trailer option. We'll go back to that. We've got the option of BKTs, Trelleborg, Vederstein, Continental, or back to BKTs. Under the BKTs, we've got a standard tyre, 3.8 tonne. The Trelleborg, standard tyre at 3.8 tonne. The Vederstein, 3.9 tonne, or a 4 tonne option. Continentals are at 3.8. For your tyre choices, there's some really nice like tread patterns on all of these. I think they look great. What's it under? Vedersteins. Yeah, really nice. Then attached type, we've got trailer or trailer low, so depending on what you're hooking up to. Standard trailer is a pin hitch, trailer low is a ball hitch. Then we can change the main colour. That's a different one. Same with the license plate, it is there as an option should you choose it. Then we've got the Reich RD180. Like I said, swivel axle front end on that. We've got option of Continentals at 4.3 tonne, BKT at 4.3, just those two. I think we've got no options within those. Nope. Configuration, standard or grain slide, puts a little chute on the back. There we go. Cover, yes or no. Main colour, 3 options, the lighter green or a black as well. Design colour changes the cover. And same license plate option if you want to change the license plates. What was the, sorry, 19,200 litres on that one. And then the Reich RD240, like I said, which is kind of the bigger brother. Double axle on the back, 26,800 litre capacity, so a bit bigger. Under the Continentals, we've got 4.6 tonne loads, BKTs 4.7, no options within those 2 tyre choices, Continental or BKT, just those tyres you start with. We can change the main colour. There's no cover on this, I was going to say there's no cover, there's no option for changing the cover. There is no cover option, you get it just like so, and there's no chute option on the back. There is a grain door, but there's no chute on the back of it. That's the 3 trailers. So this one, L1 and X, it's got, like I say, really nice animation on that. I like that a lot. That's cool. I'll show you what I mean about the pasture. Like I say, it could just be at the livestock market. I wasn't Maybe I needed to be right up. I don't know. I spent a while trying to work it out and I couldn't get it to work. What I'll do is get right up to there. Because if I come out a little bit, I'm not in the dialog box, so I need to come right in. Now I'm on the dialog box. So we click on that. We want to put them into animal husbandry. And you'll see. Look at the size of they were definitely made a lot smaller to go into that trailer. I mean, it is what it is. It still works as a livestock trailer, regardless of whether it shrinks them down a little bit. That's it, this livestock configuration. I say there's the bale option, then there's your regular trailer. And then for all intents and purposes, these are the sort of same trailer, just different size. They do both have the option for grain door. I'll show them both anyway, because it's the right thing to do. Tip side back, tip side left, right, or grain door. Grain door looks like that, and it tips up. Quite a slow tip on this one, as you might have noticed. Tip side back. Still quite slow. Bottom section opens. Tip side left. I'm not going to do tip side right because tip side right is just the opposite of tip side left. But as you can see, nice smooth animation. Nice looking trailers. I will disconnect from that while it's finishing off. So, this is tip side right or grain door. Make sure I get it right. Come on. So, on grain door, opens the grain door and tips up. I still can't get, it's the sounds that, you know, look at that. I'm glad I did show that, because the animation on that is brilliant. The sound effects, how long is it going to be before we'll take it for granted? So, oh yeah, didn't we have those on 90? No. It's that slight little echo as well, that metallic boom, you know, I love it. So there we go, that's it. Hopefully, I say hopefully, I mean it's probably inevitable, isn't it? More mods to come in the future. I was absolutely inundated yesterday. I was really busy, and I didn't even get on the game at all yesterday. That's why I'm posting this on Saturday rather than Friday afternoon or evening. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form, even if it's the early stuff. You might be looking at the trailers going, oh, here's trailers, you've seen those before. But the sounds and the options and where you find the different things and that kind of thing, I just hope you have found it useful. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.